me talk about feedback on this YouTube channel, in my workshops, and in my one-on-one coaching. And my bottom line message about feedback is that it is a gift to share with people the impact that they have on you, and that with that information, people can choose to change their behavior. But I've recently become a lot more sensitive to issues around perfectionism, and I sometimes worry that the way that I teach feedback encourages perfectionism, and I certainly don't want to do that for a variety of reasons, which I will talk about in other videos in the future. So I've been really thinking about feedback, and I recently have been thinking about positive, negative, neutral feedback. And I am reading this book right now that helped me sort of concretize some of the thinking I've had about feedback. And it's this book called Rodham, written by Curtis Sittenfeld. She's one of my favorite authors. And this book just came out. And it's about Hillary Rodham, what her life and what the world, frankly, might have been like if she hadn't married Bill Clinton. And there's this beautiful paragraph that I have been obsessing over and reading over and over again as it relates to feedback, but also just the wording of this. So I want to read it to you and then discuss it really briefly. A lesson I learned from Bill, a lesson that perhaps should be obvious, though there's evidence that most other people don't know it either, is that direct and sincere compliments are shockingly effective, that they feel wonderful. What in theory should sound saccharine or manipulative rarely does in practice, so long as you believe the other person really means it. And we crave praise not, I think, because most of us are egomaniacal. It's because we're human. So if you can share a sincere compliment with someone, it helps them to see their humanity and helps us to experience our humanity too. But it goes way beyond that. If we are going to share compliments with other people, it means we have to catch them being beautiful. We have to catch them doing good things. We have to catch ourselves and them doing things that are uplifting each other and the world. So it means we have to catch people doing well. And I love that. Whereas in many corporate spaces, we are busy trying to catch people not doing well and trying to improve them. The other side of the coin is that what we really should be looking for is people being themselves and people being good. And when we see it, to compliment. And it's not just being good, it's actually just people being themselves. It's complimenting who we see and providing a lens into the beautiful people that are in front of us. But even more deeper than that is what it feels like for us to give compliments. When you give someone a compliment, you will immediately see the reaction on their face and you'll get some understanding of what it feels like for them. But more nuanced is the experience of giving the compliment. It's a vulnerable experience, but it's also an incredibly powerful experience for you to see what your voice, what impact it could have on others just by sharing what you see and what beauty you see in others. So try this version of feedback out. Let me know what it feels for you, and let me know what you notice in other people when you give a sincere and direct compliment.